Hello, my dear students. Today I will teach you English main course. And before that, I hope that you all have completed the Unit 1 in this chapter 1 and 2 and start learning also. So, in this, our second unit is children, our second unit is family. Family is very important for us, and when you get good marks or good grade in an exam, don't you tell your parents about it and boast in front of your siblings, means feeling proud in front of your siblings. And how boring would it be if you had no one to share your feelings at home? So, we all need a family to live a happy life. So, in this series, we started the first chapter of Unit 2. So, before started the chapter, there is a pre-reading section. In this, you have a little puzzle in it and you have to solve this. The title of the story reads Home Sweet Home. Home Sweet Home is the next chapter, the title of your story. Guess what the word sweet is used for. Here are some clues to help you out. So let's read the clues. I am a liquid but I am not water. I am sticky but I am not glue. I am sweet but I am not melted chocolate. I am found in a comb, means place it is found, but I am not here. I am made by an insect but I am not a silk. So any guesses that what is the answer of this puzzle? So children, before moving further, try to find out the answer of this puzzle while stopping here. Okay. So children, its answer is the honey. The honey is that liquid which is asking in this puzzle. Now let's started the chapter first of Unit 2 family. The chapter name is Home Sweet Home. So children, before started the chapter, I want to give you a quick introduction about this, that this is the story about a boy named Sid and his grandmother. In absence of Sid's mother, she make she make parathas for him with a lot of honey over his parathas, and later she told him about that how the honey is produced by steps by the bees called the honeybee, and how they work together and do extraordinary things. And for honeybees, cooperation in between the bees is the key to their success. So this is a story about, and we started it. So, like all children, Sid also love a lot of honey over his parathas. Do you know where honey come from? Let's read the story to unravel the secret of the sweet golden brown delight. So, let's start it. Grandma, Sid, the boy, shrieked. Shrieked means in a uttered voice, a high-pitched piercing sound. Or we can say that in crying voice, Sid said, that where is mommy? I am as hungry as a church mouse, he said. Sid just go back home from his football coaching. He was all messy and sweaty. Messy means he is very untidy and sweaty after coming out from football coaching. Look at you all smeared with mud, means covered with mud. Go take a bath first, change your clothes, and then come down. I'll make your favorite parathas for you, said by the grandma. Wow, I'll be back in a jiffy. Means he will be coming in a very short period of time, or very quickly he will be coming. I can't wait to eat my favorite parathas, said Sid in excitement. Where is mommy, grandma? Asked by the Sid. Your mother has gone out to buy groceries, means food items or other household items. So she will be back in an hour, grandma told Sid while rolling the dough to make the parathas. The grandma is preparing parathas for Sid. Grandma, while rolling the dough of the paratha, said to him that your mother will be coming back in an hour. Then the parathas looked delicious. Put him my But his favorite paratha spread was still missing. Grandma, please put some honey over the parathas. I love to eat parathas with honey, requested by Sid to his grandmother. Then grandmother took a dollop of honey, means small amount of honey, and put it on the paratha. Grandma, please add some more honey. This is not enough sweet for me, Sid requested because he loves to eat honey very much. Grandma put some more honey. Now this look yummy, said Sid. Grandma, where does honey comes from? Who make it? Is it made in a factory? Why is it so sweet? Asked Sid, playing with the sweet, sticky, golden brown liquid on his parathas. While describing the honey, he asking the continuously question to his grandmother. Then what she said? She said it takes a real family effort to make something as sweet and delicious as honey, marked by grandma. Sid was puzzled, means he was thinking that a family make honey, not any family, a family of bees constantly working together and helping each other, said by the grandma. Then, a family of bees makes honey. Really, Grandma? Asked Sid with a surprised look on his face. Yes, you heard it right, said by the grandma. Grandma continued that bees are the only insects that make food that people can eat. They live in hives. Children, just like birds make nests to live, like that, honeybees also make nest to living, and we call them nest is hives. They have their own kingdom that consists of a queen bee. A colony of bees can contain between 15,000 to 60,000 bees, means a single colony is having 15,000 to 60,000 bees in it, but only one queen bee. All are the worker bee and only one is the queen bee, and the queen bee lays egg and runs the whole hive. And other bees are the worker bees. They take care of different things such as building of the honeycombs. The honeycomb is a structure used to store the honey. Cleaning it, feeding the young bees, and making honey. Some bees act as guard and protect the hive, means guard to watch over in order and to protect the hive. And how do they make honey? Sid asked. So children, before started the honey making process, I want to show you that the honeycomb. This is a structure of honeycomb which is used to store the honey, or it is a hexagonal cells. See that single cell having 6 phases or 6 corners of wax made by bees to store honeys or eggs. Means honey means bees store their honey and eggs in these hexagon blocks, and whole make the whole we call the honeycomb. Now the honey making starts when bees start looking out for flowers with nectar, and such as sunflower. Nectar, what is nectar? Nectar is a sweet liquid produced by flowers, and bees love it because after collecting the nectar they produce honey from this. Then before that they suck it up using their tongue, which is hollow, means it is empty from the inside, and they collect all the nectar in this like a straw, it is hollow. The flower that a honey bee goes to must contain nectar, and otherwise it will be move on, means that a flower is having nectar, then they collect it from here, from his hollow, its hollow straw like structure which is called tongue, or it not having the nectar, so it will be move away from that, said by the grandma, explained by. So the nectar is honey, Sid guessed. Sid is guessing that nectar is the honey, but grandma smile and reply, no my dear, a bee collect nectar from a lot of flowers and carries it back to the hive. All the nectar collecting bees keep the nectar in a honey cell. They collect all the nectar in the honey cell. This collected load of nectar is very watery, means it is very thin and very light, and the bee but the honey is very thick. So what do? The bees very smartly fan their wings. They move their wings over the hives and remove all the excess water from it, and what's left is a only sweet sticky golden brown thick liquid called the honey. After knowing, Sid replied that bees really work hard to make honey. Grandma, I have also heard about bee farming. So, what is bee farming? Sid asked to his grandmother. Uh, his grandma said that a lot of people do bee farming and they are called beekeepers. So, simply, children, that the people collect the honeybees and keep them. We call the bee farming, and the people who do this bee farming call the beekeepers. They use man-made hives for the bees to live in. Means it is not prepared by the bees, it is man-made hives. In the bees are collected by them, and it is like a stack of boxes, means an orderly arrangement of boxes, and inside the boxes there are the several partitions, means several separated small areas where bees built honeycombs for storing their honey. So these little insects called honeybees work very hard to make honey, explained by the grandma to Sid. Oh, now he said, now I know why there is always a bee printed on a bottle of honey. Because bee makes honey, said Sid, licking the honey off his finger as he finished the parathas. So children, our chapter is also finished with Sid's parathas, and I hope you will understood well the story and content in it, and do silent reading of it, children. So after completing the chapter, there is a small activity for you. Look at the picture and write the step-by-step process of honey making. So in this, there are the 4 stages honeybees make the honey, and you have to name each of these in it. So no need to draw the figure, just only simply name the stages of this cycle, honey making cycle of it. Now at last, children, I want to tell you some fact about the honeybees for your knowledge, that out of 20,000 species of bees, only 4 make honey. And honeybees have 5 eyes and 4 wings. Honeybees are the only insects that produce food that is eaten by people. Honeybees perform a dance to inform about a food source or a new home to their colony. The average honeybee actually makes only 1/12 of a teaspoon of honey in its lifetime. Next, only female honeybee can sting. The last is, the honeybee is not born knowing how to make the honey. The younger bees are taught by the more experienced ones. So these are all the facts about the honeybees. I hope you all understood well. So thank you and have a nice day.